It was definitely
like 2 minutes. Yeah. Now that's crazy though, because like we were all athletes forever, and I feel like when we stopped playing sports, we're still eating like we're playing sports, trying to get our energy back, but we're really not doing much.
We're not doing anything. Just eat.
So we really got to change the way I eat more than just working out.
Yeah, and Nick's annoying because he
doesn't
gain weight. He doesn't gain weight. It annoys me because he'll post a whole pizza
and just eat it
and be fine. Let me eat 3 slices. Let me eat 3 slices. 4 pounds.
I mean, you just did what, a 75-day challenge though?
Yeah, I did that.
Congratulations on that though, man.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So one of my inspirations is Phil. Like I said, I remember how Phil used to go about losing weight. I think I got all the way up once I graduated, and a year went past after I graduated. I got up to like 257.
Damn. I'm sorry.
It has been like a while.
It's been like a month, man.
I mean,
been out the game.
It feels like longer, but I mean, at the end of the day, we back in live in the flesh. Well, we're not live, but we in the flesh. All right. So we starting it. All right. So what's good, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you want to call it. We are back with another episode of Inside the Chat. Definitely want to give a shout out to my boy KB and Nick, always holding it down. And then
we back, baby. We back.
Special guest shout out to my boy Pihil Delphiere, aka Philly Cheese. Phil, how we doing, man?
We're doing good, man. How you guys doing tonight?
Pretty good. Where are you at right now? That's the question.
Bro, where am I at?
Yeah, where are you at?
Bro, I am at the Cam Henderson Center of Marshall University. So it's the basketball arena.
Okay.
Marshall.
So you just in there dropping buckets at night right now?
Bro, yeah. You know how I am. Straight
Wait, he said shooter.
He said shooter. So you just got full access to that stuff.
You got the keys? Oh, you got the keys. He official.
Ain't no way.
You got the janitor keys
the
too.
Janitor joint.
All them joints.
Oh my goodness, you look like a campus safety officer.
That's crazy.
No, but Phil, how long you been working? Well, first of all, tell everybody what you do.
So I am the assistant director of facilities and operations at Marshall University Athletics. In short term, I'm in charge of operations for like all the sports and facilities that we play in. Yeah, so it's a lot to that, but that's the short term answer.
Okay. So how long you been doing that?
This is my 5th football season. So it's going to be 5 years and like a month, I want to say.
So you got this job right out of Olivet?
Yeah, I got this job like 2 months after graduating. Olivet.
Boy, yeah, lucky. Okay. Well, you ain't really lucky, but you did your thing.
Yeah. Now that so let's dive into this like right now. Like, so you've been there for 5 years. Okay.
5.
What's the craziest thing you had to deal with so far? Whether that's going out to a party or being at work and something just went wild, like something that like somebody did something that you just had to handle or something like that. Tackling somebody that rushed the field or something.
It got to be a crazy story.
God, he's streaky. Phil, come on.
This tough one. We just won the national championship in soccer, and I was down there, and that was pretty awesome. We rushed the field after that. It happened just like the movies. Like when we scored the final goal, like in overtime, so that kills it. Everything just went like slow motion. People's hands went up. You could see the beer just flying.
So this just looked like Stump the Yard at the end. Yeah. When he was sliding on his head.
He did his headstand. Yeah.
For real.
Everyone was in shock. Like, I'm grabbing my buddy and I'm like, we're going to the field. We're going to the field. And he's just like yelling. And we just start running to the field. And we have to like hurdle. Like, there's like 5 foot, like
Oh, I thought you were trying to say like somebody fell. I was like, you ain't help him up.
He fell stomp. That'd be crazy.
People, man, I'm honest, and I just like ran around and jumped over. It was,
man.
I don't know. There's been a lot of crazy times. Like Brett Favre has been here. That was pretty chill.
So you're at Marshall, right?
Yeah.
So that's where Randy Moss went, right?
Okay, so you got Randy Moss.
So has he been back? Have you seen Randy?
I have not seen Randy. He was here one time, and I didn't see him when he was on campus.
He got to have like a statue there or something.
Nah, no statue. That's a little gray subject, us and Randy, but like
really?
Hey, you see how you said us and Randy? Let them know.
Yeah, us and Randy.
They've had multiple conversations about this.
Dang.
Yeah. No, Chad Pennington comes back all the time. He's cool. Vinny Kirk.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a D-line for the Eagles when they won the Super Bowl, and I think he's Giants now. Ahmad Bradshaw for the Colts.
Oh, okay, I got you.
He's back like every week. I actually rode in the elevator with him and a security guard. That was a fun experience. I won't say what was said, but
listen. We in the podcast now. Listen, this is like we in a group chat.
We need the tea, man.
I was going to say this is premium content.
We need to know what was said.
If you ain't gonna spill it anywhere else, you got to spill it here. It's content.
He might have been stumbling over his feet, and he was pretty upset with how we played, but happy at the same time. I don't know. He was arguing amongst himself. He was just talking to himself.
He must have been off the bottle.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Troy Brown played here in the 90s. He played for the Patriots. I think his last year was in like 06, I want to say. Wide receiver. But,
how are the parties there? That's the question.
Bro, I'm getting old. I don't go out that often anymore.
Well, yeah, we talking about when you like. Remember, I came and visited one time.
When you came, we can talk about that.
Yeah, when I look, me and Javier went up there, and like we got the witness. I think you guys are going against Southern
Miss.
Southern Miss.
That's where Brett Favre played.
Yeah, and when I say they did the We Are Marshall, like one side does We Are, the other side does Marshall. I was like, oh.
It's crazy.
This is wild. This is a little big time. I don't know if I was ready for that. And it was really electric, honestly. And that's when they actually had I think they made a Pro Bowl that year. They had a really good tight end. And then I just remember talking to the officers that was there. They're like the ones who be there and they just be sitting there. Like it'd be like 15 of them. They just work the games, but nothing ever happens at games until that one day. Something does happen. But in general, like, bro, they get paid, and most of the time that's overtime. Huh?
We have about like 100-ish officers.
That's crazy. And literally
per event?
No, for football.
Yeah.
Like basketball, it's less, but football, we have like the state troopers. Marshall has their own police, and then the county guys, and then the city guys. All done.
So while we were there, we went to a couple bars. All right.
Hey, wait. First, what is you and Hov's recreation of We Are Marshall Chicken? Do you remember it?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I was plastered. I don't know. What was it?
You don't remember the State Farm? We Are Marshall.
Oh, bro, no, I don't remember. We definitely must have been lit doing that.
You had to be off that.
You had to be off the.
I just remember trying to footwork and do some Chicago footwork that's what I remember.
Oh yeah.
And then we went out to the bars, and I was making out with this big chick in the back corner, and I caught him, and I 4K? Took a picture. 4K. I caught him, and I got a picture, and I still got a picture to this day.
Man.
But that's for whenever Hob want to get out of line.
You gotta drop that somewhere. Hey, bro. I know what you did.
She kicked him out of the team.
Oh yeah, it was. So that was pretty lit. I met a girl out there that looked like Young and May, like legit. She had a strong jaw, like she had a little square face, but it was like straight Young and May.
Was she saying who?
Nah, I don't know if it was like she was definitely a tomboy though. Like she was trying to put me on the women. It was crazy. But it was a fun time while we were there though. Like it was pretty. Like I remember when we were driving there, it was like really obviously you got all those little damn hills and curves and everything like that. Yeah. But we made a trip up there. It was a good time. All right, so let's get into one of these topics. All right, so Phil.
Yeah, I had another question though.
Oh no, you good? Yeah, go ahead.
What are some like the biggest differences between D1 and D3? Because we played D3 and we just kind of know our area. Yeah, D1 is a whole different level,
whole different ball game.
So it's completely different. Money is unreal. Like we just spent $1 million renovating our athletic facility with all new lockers. We got a barber chair in there, all the meeting rooms, all new carpet, seats, everything. It's all money and like gear. Like they get like 20 t-shirts in.
Bet the gear probably are crazy.
They can just get whatever they want. They just ask for it.
Yeah, so they get like the gloves every game. They get workout shoes. They get travel shoes that you wear on the bus. You get your like travel outfit.
They don't have to pay for none of this. This is just a part of this. Like this is part of being on the team.
Yeah, and then so like in the bowl game, so they get bowl gifts and like some depending on how you play and stuff, you'll get points. Like you can get a PlayStation, a TV.
Yeah, I heard about that before.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. No, Division I is definitely like they have their own tutors. So like after practice, they have to go up. We have an academics for athletes only, and they have to go up there. They have their own tutors.
Hey, look, tutors. They doing that work.
Boy,
they doing the work.
Go ahead, get this for me right quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need answer 3 through 7.
Okay.
Please. Sneeze if it's
what other big ones you got? Big differences?
It's just like the facilities is just so much better, and like it just comes down to like the money. So like say we have an indoor facility, our last coach, every time it rained, they would just go inside.
Didn't care.
Not at all. If it was gonna rain, just go inside, stay dry, stay warm.
Do they use the game field for practice, or they just always on the practice field?
Yeah, so we don't actually have so we have our indoor field and we have the game field. We actually don't have a third field. I know it's in the talks of getting 3 more fields. So
wait, whoa. You just said,
have it?
First of all, you just said you only have 2, and then you just worded it and said that you're getting 3 more fields.
3, so 5 in total. Is what I'm hearing.
5, yeah. 2 grass, 1 more turf. Yeah. So then we'll have grass options.
So they're gonna be having you out there paint the field. That's what I'm hearing.
He got the lines.
Who knows on that?
All that. That's crazy, man.
We'll see about that. Yeah.
Oh man. So when it comes to you, Phil, right? Obviously you went to Olivet, but one of the biggest things that you did was you pledged a fraternity, right? So when it comes to
the same fraternity Gary's in.
When it comes to a fraternity, right? You're in the same fraternity as me, right? But it's a multicultural one, right? But mostly it's more blacks than it is any other ethnicity that's in the fraternity, right?
No,
it's a lot more minority. It's a lot more diverse now. But back when you pledged whatever, it was definitely more. I'm pretty sure you were the only white person on your line, other than Kabugos, who was Oh no, you were on there with Vivi too, right? Or am I?
No, I was on there with Womack, Lee, KY.
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Sorry, y'all weren't line brothers.
The dudes.
No, yeah, he was line brothers with KY and Lee Gardner and them.
So my first year there.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, when it comes to it, Phil, though, what was the reason why you joined? And then 2, what did you learn from the experience in general?
So it's actually kind of long, but not long. So when I first got to Olivet, I met a couple people and went to a couple smokers, as they call it. And I almost joined another fraternity there called Adelphic.
Adelphic.
Should I not have mentioned it?
No, you good.
No,
do you, man.
And I don't know. I almost did it, but wasn't feeling the right vibes. It was good people and all that, but just weren't feeling the vibes. And then a year goes on, and I meet some people from Elite, and they kind of show me around, talk to me. They're really like invested into their grades, graduating, just trying to like accomplish life. The guy I'm gonna mention is like Tyler. He's super like wanting to get out of there, wanting to do well with his life, and that kind of like I noticed that, and I was like, well, you want to be around people that want to succeed. You don't want to be around people that don't want to succeed. So that really pulled me in closer. And then once I started hanging out with the guys a little more, I want to say at that point there was 5 people. Tommy, you can correct me. There was like 5 people on campus in the fraternity.
Yeah, it was around 5 of us.
Yeah, and then so I hung out with the 5 guys, and it was like a brotherhood. It was like super family, super close. Everyone was super chill with everyone, and I don't know, just the vibes. Everyone like was determined to do something. Like Tommy was determined to play football, have good grades, and get out of all of that. And that really drove me towards joining Elite. And then so
is the fraternity life what people think on movies? Because I know I wasn't going to join because I watch a lot of movies. Like, bro, I'm not going to be in that stump in the yard at 3 o'clock in the morning.
pulling you to the dark. Wow.
I'm glad you said that, because that's how all movies make it seem.
For real, they make it so bad, man.
Like, it's just dancing and you know, but it's really different.
Bro, it's just like the movies. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Here we go. He's going to be shunned. No, I'm playing.
I don't know, super chill, super relaxed. I don't know. It's like for the pledging wise, I can only speak on like what we did, but nothing like the movies, nothing weird, nothing. I would do it again, probably tomorrow if I had to.
Yeah, that's one of the things that, like, I know for me too, like when I did it, like normally like when people go through like certain situations that they don't like or like regret, whatever, but like I would do that. Like the pledging, I felt like is like what I looked at it as is a say like when football, like for us when we came in for training camp, right? You have some really good days, you got some really stressful days, but at the end of the day, by the end of camp, you kind of figure out what type of, you know, team. Normally you kind of figure out what type of team you probably got going into week 1 or something like that, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's basically like kind of molding you into the man that, you know, you eventually want to be. So it's going to put you through some tough scenarios, some team bonding and stuff like that to kind of make you feel like basically see how you react in certain situations and stuff like that, whatever. But that's why like with Phil and like his line brothers, whatever, like they will always have a bond different than anybody else. Like Phil's my fraternity son when it comes to it, but Phil's gonna forever have a different bond with that group. Like for me, I have Chris Taylor and Lante Sims. Like those 2 guys will forever have a certain part for me than anybody else. Like separate from my family, separate from Phil, separate from you guys, everything like that. So like that's one thing. Like, cause I remember I hated everything about like I didn't go to no smokers, I didn't go to nothing. I didn't want to pledge, and like I literally decided to do it the day of, like type thing, and ended up being one of the best decisions I made because of what Phil was talking about, how much we pushed each other in the classroom. Like we used to have competitions. Like you talking about money, like Nick, I know you love betting. Like me and Chris used to say, like, cause I knew I couldn't compete with certain people. You know, you got to pick your battles. I wasn't finna try to compete with Vivi, Jacob Van Vliet and try to say I'm gonna get a better grades than you because that boy was a 4.0. But I can compete with somebody like Chris, where we're getting 3.2s and stuff like that, 3.0s, whatever, and who can get the higher, you know, grade and certain things like that. So
right.
That was the aspect that I always take from it. And I know, Phil, that's what, you know, one of the things that me and you've always talked about, just how competitive we were to challenge each other, to get better grades, to do community service. And obviously we wanted to look better than any fraternity that was there. So it was just one of those things. And I always loved having a different family away from football. Yeah.
Something you could get away. So like for me, I didn't pledge, but I knew I went to the college. I wanted to go to college, but I knew I was never going to pledge. This is not my personality. I'm kind of like a loner with it. So did y'all know y'all went to the pledge when y'all went to college?
Nope. Like I said, I ain't. Hell no. I told you, I watch a lot of movies.
And it just came down to that day.
Yep, that day. Alante was my roommate. So like Alante every day would come back like, come on, bro. Come on, man. It's the last day. You might as well just do it. We can do it together. And I was like, hell no. This is exactly how I be on movies too. You ain't gonna get me. Like,
so it didn't interfere with you being an RA or anything?
No. So they obviously the thing with Pleasant is that too, like you don't like it can't interfere with classes, football schedule. Like, so I was really involved in a lot of stuff. So I got to be away a decent amount too, because I got football practice and I got RA stuff and I got class in school and stuff like that. So
study tables and all that.
Exactly. So I can't movies. Yeah, exactly. So I was like, and then but it does happen in the second semester to where you're not even in season. So there was a little bit of both. Like if you still got football workout and stuff like that, but it was something, like I said, I always look back on and look at it as like one of the decision makers that I always look back at as a good thing.
Yeah, and then just to talk more, like we partied a lot, but we also were super big into grades. So every Wednesday we had mandatory study table. It didn't matter if you had 4.0 or 2.7. You had to go to study table, and if you had the 3.2, we were making fun of you for not having a 3.4.
Yeah,
it was that kind of like
friendly competition.
Exactly. Yeah.
Which is always great.
Yeah, we always say competition is. I like competition more than anything when it comes to. If you can make it to where it's competitive, people are always going to try to work harder or do something harder than what it is. Phil, one thing with you is that how much weight have you lost?
I was just going to ask that boy, because that boy looking spiffy right now.
Bro, a little bit, you know.
Flex.
So my senior year, I weighed. So this is after football. My senior year, I was 250 going into December.
Yeah.
250, 255, right around there. And then by the time I graduated, I was about 200-ish. And then I'm sitting now at
5 months.
Yeah, this is like 5 months.
5 months, he lost 50 pounds.
So 5 months, 50 pounds. That's 10 pounds a month.
I remember this. He used to have little weird. He used to have little weird things. We'd be sitting in the KC in the caf, and he would eat half of his food. And the way he would handle it, he would eat half of it, take the cup of water. Well, first he would drink like 2 cups of water before he eats. Then he would have his food, eat half of it, and then literally pour water on the second half, so that way he wouldn't eat it. I used to get so mad.
That's a whole sub. What you doing right there?
But it worked for him. Like,
nah, I feel it.
Yeah,
you got cookies on and everything.
Hey, the KC food wasn't that good anyway.
It was decent.
No, bro.
I ain't gonna complain. But yeah, what you at now?
I'm at this morning. I was at 192.
192.
Are you trying to stay that way, or are you gonna bulk back up?
No. I'm trying to stay like the 190 area. So, and that's all because of like CrossFit and how I feel in my lifting portions and my gymnastics portions of it.
Your what?
But gymnastics.
Your what?
Like gymnastics, like.
That's a gymnastics. Don't what you mean, bro. You gotta get.
Flexibility is a huge thing. I just ain't never seen or heard him talk about no gymnastics. So like,
it's new to you.
It's new
to you.
You on the beam with it?
You ever see me do the ring muscle ups or like bar muscle ups?
No, I ain't seen you do that.
I already know. Those are crazy.
Those are no jokes.
I can't do that with help. If that tell you.
Hold my legs.
Restrictive bands. Okay. All right. What got you into CrossFit? Just when you was losing weight, you kind of just got right into it?
So actually no. So like when I was still in Olivet, I was like working out and like doing like football workouts, back squat, benching, that kind of stuff. And I wasn't having fun with it. Then Tyler, you guys remember Tyler?
Douglas? Which Tyler?
No, not Doug.
No,
Gorbit. I got you. Gorbit. I got you.
Yeah. So me and him started working out, doing like CrossFit type stuff, but like still fun stuff, and that really helped me start losing the weight. We flipped a tire for like 40 minutes in like the freezing cold, bro. We did some wild things.
Couldn't be me. No, not me.
It was you. What are you talking about?
No, not doing that.
Our freshman year, yes, it was. Don't
you talking about? Oh, yeah.
Don't do that. It was you. We was all doing that.
Not 40 minutes though, but I know what you're talking about.
No, we went 40 minutes, but it was definitely
like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Now that's crazy though, because like we were all athletes forever, and I feel like when we stopped playing sports, we're still eating like we're playing sports, trying to get our energy back, but we're really not doing much.
We're not doing anything. Just eat, just eat.
So we really got to change the way I eat more than just working out.
Yeah, and Nick's annoying because he doesn't gain weight. He doesn't gain weight. It annoys me because he'll post a whole pizza
and just eat it
and just eat and be fine. Let me eat 3 slices. Let me eat 3 slices. 4 pounds.
I mean, you just did what, a 75-day challenge though?
Yeah, I did that.
Congratulations on that though, man.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. So one of my inspirations is Phil. Like I said, I remember how Phil used to go about losing weight. I think I got all the way up once I graduated, and a year went past after I graduated. I got up to like 257. I think it was the highest I was at. And they started calling me Coach Belly. And hey, I lie to you not, that day when I got called Coach Belly, because I was standing next to Coach Larry Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man!
And they hit me with the Coach Belly, and I couldn't do it.
It was over with.
Hey, I started working out like crazy after that, and I remember I used to run like crazy, and I only ran. I didn't work out like that. I just ran, and I got all the way down to like 230. But I couldn't get lower than that really because
I couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, I couldn't get over that hump. So I kept like, and then I tried to like change things up, but then I moved away and I started meal prepping. Once I started meal prepping and everything, then I dropped, and I got that from Phil too. And I hit him up, just simple stuff on how to meal prep. And then I started, and I was still running and I started losing more weight. And then I hit another plateau to where I was like, I got all the way down to like 203. And I was like right before Thanksgiving this past year. And literally, I was so happy I was that low, but when I went home for Thanksgiving, it was over with.
I had to.
I got back from Thanksgiving and Christmas break going to see my dad, bro. And I went from 203 to like 219. I came back and I was 219.
Boy, we just eating good.
Hey, I forgot my running shoes and everything, and it was bad. But
that takes so much self-discipline, though.
Yeah, and I got all the way.
That song, like the collard greens, you know what I'm talking about? The
green,
tomatoes,
yeah.
That was Tommy at Thanksgiving.
For real. But I got all the way up to like 230 again, and then I did this challenge, and I went from like 227 in the 75 days, 227 to 203 again. So that sounds terrible. If anybody, I recommend it for everybody though. I mean, at least try to do it once or twice, not once or every 2 years to try to do it.
So you sit right now at 203.
No, right now I'm at 207. I gained weight because I stopped.
Okay.
But when I first got done,
what was the challenge though? Because I forget, it was like no.
So the challenge was obviously no alcohol. 2 45-minute workouts a day. One of those workouts have to be outside. You have to read 10 pages of an actual book. So like no comic books or nothing like that. It has to be some type of intellectual book. I had my master's classes, so like that was helping out easily because obviously I don't just regular read.
You got to read anyway.
Yeah. So and then you have to no cheat meals, and then follow a meal plan the whole time, and then drink a gallon of water. You want me to tell you what the hardest part was?
That water,
probably
drinking a gallon of water. Because now listen. As easy as it is drinking, the hard part is that you leave your jug everywhere. I didn't left my jug and didn't notice I didn't have it for about a whole
40
3
minutes.
hours, whole 3 hours, 4 hours. And then at the end of the night, I got a chug because I didn't messed up and wasn't drinking half throughout the day.
I think they did that with us with camp one year, and it's just like at the end of the year, you're sitting there just chugging water, people throwing up and stuff.
And then you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning pissing because your fucking bladders
just peeing every.
You're just peeing every
5
5 seconds. So
just, like,
that was the hardest part. The reading part wasn't that bad because I had class, so it kind of like went together. I already meal prepped before, so I just kept doing that. And then the 2 workouts, I took a huge advantage of playing summer softball, beer league, and then obviously I run, and then I did my walks and stuff like that. Because the biggest thing about that is that I had to realize that during that whole thing, you have to take advantage of walking as a workout. Because I pulled my hamstring while I was doing it, messed up my hip. I had injuries the whole time, so you got to take advantage of walking and stuff like that. But that's one thing. Phil, I got a serious question for you. All right. This is like probably one of the hardest questions that you have ever had.
This was you put in the chat, man. Let's hear this.
Right. I need to hear this.
Ass or titties?
Oh my God.
No, I think about this like every couple of days.
Whoa. Wait a minute. What do you mean?
I know what Phil, hold on. I know what Phil means. You see a girl with a big juicy when you're like, that's crazy. But then you see one walking right behind her, she got the racks on. He's like, oh my God, what's going on with her? And he's like, you gotta choose. You really can't choose.
Now the thing is,
like, you love both of them.
If it's when it's too much, that's when it's a thing. But when it's
talking about the BBLs, man.
Yeah, but when it's just the right amount.
Both, yes.
No, I mean I'm talking about for one. Like, you know, like if you just say she ain't got
now, hold on. Before we get into this, ladies, this is a disclaimer. Don't get triggered about none of this, okay? This is dude talk. We're just talking about what we like.
Do not DM me about this.
Bro, do not DM us about nothing. It's visuals,
do not
FaceTime
me.
Okay?
I don't want to hear
none of it. All right, we want to hear about your personality, but we talk about physical right now. Chill out. All right,
what'd you say, Phil?
If you're unhappy, you can always get some surgeries done.
I ain't for everybody.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't condone that. I like natural. Keep it natural, baby.
Natural.
Whatever God gave you, work with it. You know what I mean?
But what we going with, Phil?
Oh man.
So if times changed, I've actually changed my answer.
He said you changed it. Okay. I need to hear it. What's going on?
Yeah. I'm more ass.
Okay.
At first it was It
was more tit. But then I'm like, kind of like a bigger ass.
Dog, I mean, bro, that shit crazy.
Hey, the thing with me is that I felt I one time with one girl, and it might been the worst I've ever, like when you feel bone.
Oh yeah, no.
That is what made me an ass guy. Man. Oh no, but
I remember you telling me this too. I remember
in general though, like that's why, like at the end of the day, that's why I'm happy with what I got now. Like she got a good body, I'm good. But when I got with that, like all bone,
that boy's like, it slapped the bone. He was like,
I was like, I need a little. I'll take.
It made a sound. It made a sound when he slapped. It was like,
yeah.
Like, what's going on? I just hit a bell.
I'm about hello. Anybody?
Hello. What about you, Nick?
Personality.
Oh man.
Hey,
that's
my light skin answer right there.
That's your light skin answer.
It's about what's inside.
I ain't gonna lie to you, it's ass for me.
It's about the deep conversation.
It's ass for me. But I ain't gonna lie to you, I do have a deep love for me. I mean, the tits get love too.
All right, y'all got another question, or I got one more final.
No, I did have a question for Phil because I remember, I think it was going into my sophomore year, our spring ball. We went paintballing.
Ooh.
And Phil was going crazy.
Hey, Phil was going stupid.
Phil was professional. Everybody said Phil was professional. I remember Phil was running around. He was laying on his stomach. So do you still paintball?
I do not, but I have all my stuff. So like still have all my guns and all my masks.
So you were out there cheating because we was just out there having a good time.
We was out there just you know what I mean, just chilling.
I definitely made sure I was on Phil's team. I remember this.
Phil was patting up everybody.
Hey, we won it.
Yeah, I remember this.
Y'all beat the coaches at the end?
Yeah, I shot Larry Smith in the top of the head. Hey, it was the funniest thing. He said, God damn it, they got me out here in this goddamn mud. Oh, nasty. I can't even, my gun jammed. And Larry, he tried to be extra with it too. Like he was crawling on the ground. Like Coach Larry Smith crawling on the ground. Like for anybody that don't know, I'm not like Larry Smith, one of the coolest coaches I ever met.
Real cool,
but
bro.
Just imagine a way cooler Uncle Ruckus, like just crawling. Paintball.
Army crawling.
And
he got a ball. Look, and he got a ball head, and I that. Catch him in top of the head.
Skip that.
He said, God damn it. Every time I try to do something out of my
that shit
you had to two-tap him.
He was so mad though, but that was one of the funnest things. I remember that.
That's crazy.
That would have been going into your senior year because it was my sophomore year. I thought that was going to. It was my freshman year. It was the end of my freshman year. It was our
junior year. Yeah.
And I always thought we would go back. We never went back.
Didn't it like monsoon at the end? Like it was raining like shit at the end.
They put us in like the 50v50.
Yeah, 50v50 joint, and it was just.
But it was raining, so nobody could see anything.
Bro, I was
I can't hear you, Phil.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It was the offense versus defense.
Oh yeah.
And look, I think defense. One of us had to.
No one knew what team anyone was on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I went all the way around and went like the back of the defense. I was just like hanging out with them, and they didn't realize it until I shot them.
Just started tagging them.
Bro,
started slicing.
I remember this because I tried to go incognito and try to walk through some bushes that was out of the area. You know, like on video games when they say out of the arena and it started blinking red, out of bounds.
Blinking red.
And it started blinking red. That's what I was doing. Because I tried to flanker everybody and try to go around outside of the map. End up getting lost, just turn back around and walk back. Like, but yeah, that was a fun day, man. I wish we did more of that.
It was a fun day. It just always started raining, then it kind of ruined everything.
Yeah. Then when getting shot hurt a lot more. It was a little wet. But then you can get away because sometimes they didn't bust on you. Pause. I said pause. I said the paintballs when they hit you, if you're wet,
we got what you said. We didn't need you to reiterate it. We was gonna let that one pass. You know what I mean?
Bro, I said pause right after I said it. I felt how weird.
We heard what you said.
Respect the call. Respect the call.
Thank you. Respect the call. Respect the call, man. Y'all didn't catch me. All right. Last question. This is for everybody too, because I got a good one. You know, I'll be watching that little "Would You Rather" on TikTok. What'd you say, Phil?
I got a question as well.
Oh, yeah. Let Phil do your question first.
I was gonna say, let Phil get his question in, man.
You want my question first?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so you know how like there's a song that gets everyone hyped, and every couple of years there's like a new one, and it stays with that generation. So
okay.
Go to a wedding and say like Usher comes on, everyone's dancing to that, or like everyone's getting hyped. And you know how like Waka Flocka, No Hands. Everyone, if you're drinking a little bit,
yes, sir,
you're jamming to that. Is there a song that's come out recently, like last year or so, that you think is going to be that big?
I don't think it's just gonna be one song, but all this TikTok dances going around. These TikTok songs are sticking with me a lot.
There hasn't been a dancing song like one of those.
There hasn't been like a crank that in a while.
A crank that or like a swag surfing type joint. You know what I mean? Like
because you can still play those. And everybody.
Like swag surfing might have been one of those songs that like you can play anywhere. Like and everyone
you can just remix it.
Yeah, but I can't. I mean, when it comes to a song,
I feel like the music genres are just so wide open right now too that everybody's listening to something else.
That's a good question though. I can't think of. I know one that keep popping in my head right now, but I know ain't the answer. And that's The Box, Roddy Ricch. But I think it's just
I feel like it died down a little bit too. Yeah, it was hot for a while.
Yeah, it was number one for a long time. But like I know when that song came on and
Throat Baby.
That was another one though. But I can't think of it. That's a good question though, man. All right, for anybody who like y'all watching right now, make sure you put that in the comments what y'all think the song is. That could be one of those monumental songs like for once we get 30, 45 years old type of stuff.
Probably it was a few years ago, but March Madness.
That was a good one. And but I feel like March Madness only really get played around March.
And like sporting events, really.
Yeah.
To get everybody hyped.
Old Town Road.
See, but then I feel like
because that joint was crazy.
We're not gonna go too far into it, but I feel like that song was really, obviously it broke records as like how long it was number one too, but I think it lost a little bit of the value versus everything else that's been coming out. Like, you know what I mean? Like no one, like when I say like you can still play The Box right now and people will still be feeling some type of way, but the second Old Town Road comes on now, I feel like it's more annoying than it is as hype as it was when it first came out. I think that's just my opinion. I don't know. Like, I just feel like
was that your first time listening to Lil Nas X?
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know before that, but I felt like that was real lit though because he came out with like obviously a country song, like, and everybody was with a hip hop beat type style to it.
Bro, I remember the first time I heard that. I had my little nephew in the car. He was like, "Put that Nas on." I'm thinking he talking about Or Nas.
Nas like Illmatic. Nas. He's like,
I went and put Illmatic on. He was like, no, put the Old Town Road on. I'm like, man, what is this?
Oh my God.
I was hurt.
The first time I listened to this song, bro, I listened to it before it even was like a crazy song. I listened to it.
It was out for a while before.
Bro, because I was on YouTube one night and I was just looking at fucking Red Dead Redemption videos for no reason at all.
What platform?
It was just on there, and I was like, this is a fire song. This should be made to a song.
It was it wasn't on TikTok. Wasn't a thing. It was something before that.
SoundCloud or
it was it was something before that where it was like playing on that
Triller.
Right?
And I remember people making videos like acting like it might have been TikTok when it first came out.
TikTok, yeah, I'm kind of old.
It might have been when TikTok first came out that everybody was on there like trying to reenact that, and it went from like a song that everyone was like you know, like a black person was trying to act country, and then it actually became a song. I think I can't remember. All right, but we get towards the end. We're getting towards the end. So last question. Would you rather?
Okay.
Talk to me.
Love these would you rather.
Talk to all animals.
Dr. Doolittle.
Or be able to speak all the 4 languages.
Okay. Well, it'd probably be all the languages. Just
Gary, you definitely got this on TikTok.
You can drop me anywhere and I'll be able to maneuver.
You can talk to animals, bro.
I mean, what is a whale going to do for me though?
Bro, you can talk to him. What you mean? What can a whale? He's not gonna just give me a ride.
Hold on, every like animals. You mean every animal, right?
Yeah,
every animal.
And this is every language.
Any type of animal.
I got to do the language.
Yep. That mean you hitting the crickets with the tweak, and they can. Like, if you say you need backup,
I can't do it, bro. Because if there's an ant in my house, bro, I don't want to know what he's thinking about.
Well, you're not hearing what he's thinking. You can communicate with.
I don't know about that, bro.
I think you can choose when to cut it on. I feel like you can choose like how to like when you want to focus it in.
Basically, we're talking like the Dr. Doolittle, how he was able to talk to animals.
What'd you say, Phil?
I'm doing animals all day.
I'm doing animals.
Animals.
What do I need to speak Arabic for?
Just to have it.
Bro, I felt like Arabic.
You could be a translator. You could be a translator.
What'd you say, Phil?
When am I leaving the country? Never. So.
Well, that's your fault. You got to do better.
You're a grown man. Get your passport.
You got to leave the country.
I got a passport.
But I feel like imagine leaving the country and being able to talk to a kangaroo or armadillo.
I mean.
Like imagine what an arm. What'd you say, Phil?
Yeah, like if you could talk to a lion, he's not going to try and kill you.
Imagine what.
He's going double back on you.
Imagine what an armadillo's been through in his life, and you get to have a conversation with him.
So you're gonna sit there and listen to his life story,
bro? It might be lit. He might tell you when he first rolled up into the little ball, bro. Like that. That's a big moment.
He lost his virginity.
Basically, like that's a big thing. Or like when you get to talk to a horse.
I just want to talk to an armadillo. You can talk to like a tortoise that's been around for 145 years.
You can do that too. Just imagine you see one of the ones.
What was it like really with slavery?
Hey, listen, I tell you, back then, them boys used to be working. Y'all don't do nothing now. Like your uncle, I know your uncle.
I'm planning a trip to damn Tokyo, so I would definitely take the languages.
I was just want to ask y'all got any trips planned?
Well,
I'm going
on a cruise.
You got back from Texas?
No, Las Vegas.
Oh, Las Vegas. I was in Vegas a few months ago too.
How much money you get, Phil?
How did you like it?
Dude, it was awesome. I'm going back.
See, I feel like I want a little money, but I feel like it was kind of overrated. If you take the strip out, Gary was on the phone with me when I won. If you take the Vegas strip out, it's really nothing in Vegas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, true.
Well, if you take the hood out of Chicago, ain't nothing really in Chicago.
I mean, I guess
if you take the Philly cheese out of Philly, it ain't really the same.
I mean, but you can see the strip. You can walk up and down it in like 2 hours, and that's kind of really it.
I feel you. Yeah, I think it's overall like something that I think everyone needs to experience.
It's a weekend place. You go for
that's
a
it.
weekend.
Yeah.
You get.
I've never been there. And
then you leave.
I went to a couple clubs. I had a good time.
I'm putting 50,000 on black. Catch me outside with it. Huh?
With what money?
When I get there, Phil. We can talk. Listen, can a brother dream?
Man, a brother can dream what he had 50 racks on. Now for me, what you said? I'm going to.
We got any trips?
Going to Hawaii next year in August for a wedding. family wedding, and then I'm going. And then a couple years after that, I want to plan on going to Tokyo with my brother. We just want to go there and just fit and just see some stuff different. Honestly,
you better be ready to get caught up in that.
I always wanted to go to Australia, but I see a new weird animal in Australia every day on Twitter.
Let me go ahead and back this up.
So I can't even do it now.
Back to playing.
I'm going on a cruise in December with the pops and the shawty.
And the wifey.
The wifey.
Yeah. And we're going on a cruise, a little 5-day cruise. That should be first cruise that I've been on. My dad's been on a lot of them, so that should be good. But I'll be able to talk to a lot of animals in the ocean while we there.
But it's like a life jacket.
Iffy on the cruises because I don't like big bodies of water.
That's what I don't either.
I've never been there.
You can't just put me out there. I got to see land.
Y'all know my favorite movie?
Titanic.
Yes, sir.
That's your favorite movie?
I don't know why, but it caught me as a wow.
No, okay, no.
As a child.
This is the last question. What's everybody's favorite movie? So Gary's the Titanic. Also,
I feel like hold on, Tegan. I feel like Titanic. You can only watch it like.
You can only watch it one time, maybe twice.
You can watch it like once a year. You can only watch it like once a year.
I can only watch it, bro. I've watched Titanic twice, and I was like,
watch it. Hey, Keegan, watch it now. It's so many more funny moments in that movie than when you were little. Like you're gonna see some stuff, and you be like, okay, funny. Look. As sad as the movie is overall, at the end when they're hanging, when the boat's like this, and the people hanging. And it's like two dudes that fall and they hit every pole on the way down.
Bro, that's not funny. That's like, bro.
I know what you're talking about, too. I know what you're talking about.
I'm thinking about the realism. Like, bro, that has to hurt. Like, you're breaking your back, spot, all that. Just.
And then you drown.
And then you drown. Like,
but it's just I know it's a real life situation.
Hey, look, though, you get right into an ice bath, though.
You get right to the recovery bath, what she said?
Right into ice bath.
No, but
right to the recovery.
Ain't no way that they the one, like out of everybody, they was the one that hit the water last. Like it's so many. And then look, imagine you with your chick. You just met her.
I just wonder why she didn't move over.
Bro. And no, not obviously the boat thing, but you are handcuffed. You just tell her to take a practice swing. She does it. And then she takes another practice swing and she misses bad. And then you just say, let's go.
Fuck it.
Ain't no way.
I mean, he had no other choice. He had no other choice though, Gary.
Ain't no way.
There was no key.
Hey, I'd have been biting at the chain or something before I let her swing it like that. And then she closed her eyes. You ain't gonna catch me.
How much do you really think that movie is true though? Because you know Hollywood.
No, obviously, no.
Yeah, Hollywood got to.
Yeah.
Hollywood got to do what Hollywood do.
But I think they spent a lot of time too. Yeah, they spent a lot of time too, like with showing some of the real parts, like people who actually had no hope getting out, and like how nice the overall boat was, and like certain things that people who, if they didn't have money, how they partied versus people that did have money. So I think they did a good job showing all that stuff.
I see the TikTok at the time. I might send it to you. That shit was so funny, bro. It was ridiculous funny.
No, but
Phil, hold on. What's your favorite movie, Phil?
Gary, you got to get out of here.
I do.
Nope, I don't care.
Come on, Phil.
Wait, what?
What's your favorite movie?
The Longest Yard.
The Longest Yard. Okay. Like you said, Megan and everybody's in there, huh? Nelly just out here joking people.
This man said he's so fast. He make fast people look not fast.
Not fast. Superstar versus half a star. All right,
he said, Nick. Baby back, bitch. Baby back.
the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger.
Oh yeah.
That's not your favorite movie, man.
I got a poster of it in my room, man.
That don't mean that's your favorite movie, bro.
Bro, it is, bro. That does make sense.
Bro, he told me the other day it was Harold.
He watched that joint like once a week, bro.
It was Harold and Kumar, bro, with the White Castle joint.
Harold and Kumar is a good movie, but it's not even top 10.
Not.
My favorite movie is Ready Player One.
All right, let's get out of here, Gary Bear. Wrap it up, baby.
Appreciate everybody for coming in. Definitely want to give a shout out to my boy Pihil Delphiere. I know it's been a while.
You on, Playboy.
This should be, I think, episode 8. Make sure if you guys got any questions or anything, or have a question, anything that we asked, what type of animal would you rather speak to animals or speak any language? What's your favorite movie and stuff like that? If you got any questions for Phil, put that in the comments below and everything like that. Phil will definitely be checking those out. Follow all of us on Instagram, Twitter. Our names will be right at the below. Our names will be right at the under our names and everything like that. And then just keep. I appreciate all the followers and everything like that. Also, and then all the shares and everything. So we really appreciate all the support. We're just gonna keep grinding out and just be ready for season 2.
Season 2.
You like, subscribe the video. Subscribe. That's all you need to do. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That's what I'm talking about, Philly cheese. All right, we out of here. Appreciate y'all.
Man, I feel like